Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. All right. It is 7 o'clock and we are ready to get started. Just going to make sure we are officially live and share to our groups. Okay, let's see. I believe we are. Yes, we are officially live. So we're going to go ahead, send it out to the groups real quick. We have the BIP and, of course, our team. All right. Hello, Miss Sue. So glad you could join. Yay. All right. I think we're good. Yes. All right. Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate that. We do have a prize patrol tonight. Hello, Miss Sherry. Glad you could join. So we have a few housekeeping things. I will say yesterday, I did have the opportunity to spend a good portion of the day with Stampin' Up. It was our onstage at home experience yesterday. So I got to see the new upcoming spring catalog and celebration. Oh my gosh. Wait till you guys get to see that one. Another hit out of the park by Stampin' Up for some amazing product coming our way. Some a cool tool coming our way. I'm gonna say that much. It's a cool tool. Or tools. I guess we'll say it's tools. It's one group of things, but it's some tools for us in our crafting experience. Very, very cool. Oh, hey, Miss Robin. So glad you could join. So anyway, yeah, it was my yesterday. Yesterday was so fun. Got to see some amazing product in action. So yeah, that was a great day yesterday. And I just cannot wait for you guys to see this new catalog that's coming out. Hey, Deb. So glad you could join. So let's see. So the big thing that I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of, let me just switch the camera here so that you can see what I'm talking about. The seasonal sale starting Tuesday through Thursday. The annual catalog, all of the ribbon, trim, inks, and paper will be on sale in the annual catalog. So now is a great time if you are kind of running low on your designer series paper, or you'd like to stock up on some of your ribbon to match some of the new colors, get any of the new inks. This is probably the week that you're going to want to do it. Tuesday through Thursday. Ribbon and trim is going to be 10% off. Inks will be 15% off. And paper is going to be 20% off. So really significant savings on all of that awesomeness. So just thought I would throw that out there. If you are looking for some ribbon, any of that stuff, annual catalog has it. We are now into the December paper pumpkin kit subscription period. Tomorrow, the November kit will ship. So no longer accepting November subscriptions. Oh, Sue, absolutely. Wait till you see. But we are now accepting a subscription for December kits. The December kit is called All the Best. It is going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. You're going to get 9 coordinating envelopes, an acetate box to fill with your cards and envelopes for your kit. So it's going to make a nice little presentation. You're going to get a Pebbled Path ink spot, obviously your photopolymer stamp set, some embellishments, some specialty gold foil die cuts, and enough adhesive to finish the project. Awesome sounding kit. The other thing that was announced yesterday is going forward, starting in 2024, Stampin' Up! Is going to have a add-on to your crafting with the paper pumpkin, and it's going to be good for 3 months. So starting in January, they're going to release in a special die set. called The Love of Spring, and it's going to coordinate with your January, February, and March kit. And then in April, they'll release another special die set that'll coordinate with your April, May, June, and then going forward like that. So pretty cool addition to the Paper Pumpkin. Hey, Arlene. Hey, sis. Hello, Miss Betty. So glad to see you. So a really cool addition that they're making to the Paper Pumpkin subscription. You must be a subscriber in order to get the add-on dies. And as you can see, this one for the January is going to be really cute. It's going to say love, and it's going to have those little florals. And again, it's going to coordinate with 3 kits. So you're going to get pretty good bang for your buck. And as with all Paper Pumpkin, you have a stamp set, you have a ink spot. All you need to do is add a package of note cards and envelopes, and you can continue creating forever with those sets. So Paper Pumpkin is an amazing value for what you get in that box, everything you need to create, and then it goes way beyond. A little bit of designer series paper, and what crafter doesn't have designer series paper laying around? I think it's just a really cool opportunity to collect without a big investment in product. Then of course there's the tutorial bundle that I participate in with 52 other demonstrators. So we have 52 amazing tutorials in this particular bundle. Of course, you can earn this free with a $50 purchase in my online store with any product of your desire. And I send this out to you free of charge. Or it is in my online store for you to purchase outright for $20. So totally up to you on how you would like to get that. But I will tell you, it's an amazing bundle of amazing tutorials of all sorts. And it's, like I said, there's 52, so great value. Of course, we do have our kits. The most recent kit released was the Best Destination. I actually think I have that one over there in my pile of kits. Then, of course, there's the Christmas Everywhere kit, the Rustic Christmas Countdown kit that were recently released. All-inclusive kits. So stinking cute. We have the special release designer series paper that is still available in the online exclusives. The only ones not available is the self-adhesive glimmer paper. The rest of them are still available. We do have the Make a Difference Give Back designer series paper, which is this one right here. We are going to use a little of this tonight. This is A Walk in the Forest. For every pack of paper purchased, Stampin' Up! Does donate $3 to the Toys for Tots through the Armed Services. So again, you're helping to make some Christmases for some kids. So that's always a good thing. And then, of course, the online exclusives did drop on the 7th. Awesome product. I am in love with, and I still need to order it yet because I just placed my purchase premiere order from going to On Stage at Home. So I forgot to order my online exclusives. But they have the little soda cans set. It's so cute. And there's a whole plethora of other amazing product that they did drop for the online exclusives. So you just have to go online, go under online exclusives, and just kind of peruse yourself and see what's out there. And I tell you what, you will not be disappointed. There is something there for everyone, I promise. The product we are featuring tonight is the BearCute Bundle. And what did I do? There it is. It is a stamp and punch bundle, so it makes it a very affordable bundle. You do save 10% when you purchase the 2 together. This stamp set is just stinking adorable. The whole suite is adorable. And I did bring them over. So in this suite, you do have, as part of it is the Memories and More card pack and cards and envelopes. I did open it, and I did make one card just to share with you tonight. But the designs in here are so gosh darn adorable. And they do coordinate with the designer series paper. Look at that. Wishing you the best this season. So if you're short on time for making cards, you just pull out these here and you can have quick cards in no time at all. And I will show you that. Here is the one I put together. So here's the adorable envelope. So these envelopes all come fully decorated. And then I just took the Memory and More card and layered it on. And of course, now look at that. Your back is, so it just says Merry Christmas. Just a really quick card that required zero work or effort. So I wanted to point that out. I also did, we're not making this one, but this is just featuring the designer series paper that's in the suite. And that is this here. It's called Beary Christmas. That's 12 by 12. And check out these cute designs. You have the bears. You have like these fun Nordic sweater type patterns. The snowflakes. Another Nordic sweater print. And then of course we have our little deer and the white fox and oh my gosh, reindeer. Look at this one. So cute. And of course, if you like polar bears, this is totally your jam. And I love polar bears, so it works for me. Look at the little paw prints. Love this one. More snowflakes, presents. If you love to fussy cut, you could certainly fussy cut those little presents out and stick them onto your card. Another Nordic sweater print. So yeah, totally love this. And this was just cutting that designer paper down, featuring the little polar bears and adding a sentiment, which I did punch out using some circle punches. And there you have it. So cute. It's totally super cute. Super fun, super easy. That's the best part. Easy. All right, so the ones we're going to make tonight. First one is a rocker card. Have you seen these lately? I've been like playing all week with rocker cards. If you are not on my mailing list yet, you will definitely want to get on that mailing list. Just saying, because I do have tutorials coming out on Wednesday. Oh, hey, Paulette. Glad you could join. Oh, hello, Miss Lori. Oh, on stage was amazing. Awesome catalog coming out. But anyway, I do have my email coming out on Wednesday with the Christmas Express that we're doing. I'm coordinated with another demo friend. And we're doing the Christmas Express. So you're getting 12 projects over a 6-week period. So you've missed the first 2 weeks if you're not on my mailing list. But we do have let's see. So we're doing it over 6 weeks. We just did 2, so we have 4 weeks left. So that means you got still 8 projects left. So we're doing 2 projects a week over 6 weeks. So definitely get on my email list and you'll see the next 2 projects. And oh my gosh, I am in love with them. I will tell you, they do feature the Rocking Horse stamp bundle. So yeah, if you want to see them and get the full instructions, you'll definitely want to be on that mailing list. But anyway, I digress. I am talking the rocker card. But is that not the cutest little thing? And that's just your little polar bears. And Merry Christmas. Inside has some little snowflakes. And we'll be making that tonight. Card number 2 is just basically cutting out of that designer series paper, which is the A Walk in the Forest paper I did pull into this. Because this, even though there is paper that I just showed you, the Beary Christmas paper that coordinates with this suite, the walk in the forest also coordinates. So, and that just says warm wishes on the inside. And then card number 3 we will make tonight is just our polar bears, and it's a book fold card, and we have Christmas is Better Together. So you have our 2 little polar bears here. So those are what we'll be making tonight. And just so you are aware, these here little glitters, self-adhesive glitter sequins are currently unavailable, but they are due back in stock tomorrow. So if that's something on your list, definitely check the online store tomorrow. They should be in. I will tell you a lot of things that have been sold out, they're coming in stock and going right back out of stock. So you have to, if something is on your list and you really want it, get in there and get it. The other thing is, I did make a mistake when I placed my order for this set. I ordered 2 of the Snowflake Sky embossing folders. We are using this tonight, but I have a spare one. So at the end of this video, I am going to give you a secret code word. And in the description of this video, you will see it in the description. It's the very last link. There is a link to take you to a Google form to get into the drawing for that prize patrol. You're going to type in the code word onto that Google form and submit it. And then at the end of the week, I will draw from the submissions for a winner of this extra Snowflake Sky embossing folder. It's a pretty cool embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder. It makes a really cool design. So you have until the end of the week to, as long as you catch the code word at the end of the video, you can submit and be in the drawing. So you don't have to be here live. You just have to watch the video to the end, because I'm not going to tell you the code word until we finish. Number 2, there was something else I wanted to tell you. Told you about the glitter sequins coming in tomorrow. Code word. I have no idea. I guess it's lost my, not that important. I guess we're going to get started, because I don't remember what I was going to tell you. All right. We're going to start with our rocker card. And basically, this uses our deckled circle dies. And just to kind of save a little bit of time, I did a lot of die cutting and such so that you wouldn't have to watch all of that. But I did die cut the largest circle from some Pretty Peacock cardstock. And basically all I did was fold it in half. So I do have my bone folder here. I'm going to fold that. And then using my bone folder, we're just going to go ahead and smooth out that fold. Like so. And then...
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router
and there goes
so try
my Echo device.
Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in.
My shoulder is doing okay right now, Arlene. Thank you so much for asking. I had the injection done, and it seems to be helping so far. It does have its moments where it does ache. Like tonight, it's a little bit achy, but it's much more tolerable than it has been in the past. So I gotta say the injection at this point is a success. Hoping that it continues to be successful and it'll do some healing before it wears off. Because right now it does tell me that it's still there. But like I said, it's not bad. So anyway, so there's our base for our rocker card. Then using the second largest deckled circle, I cut out a piece of that Designer Series paper. And again, this is a walk in the forest. and I cut it in half once I had it. And here's the other half of it. So you'll see that I just cut it in half. So because we want our trees in the upright position, we're going to use the bottom half that we did cut. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And let's see, that looks good. And then I did the same thing. I cut it using that second largest. I cut some basic white, did the exact same thing. Just cut it in half. And we're going to add that to the inside of our, well, before we do that, we're jumping ahead, as I like to do. I have my little snowflake. There's 2 snowflakes in this set. You have the larger one and the smaller one. I'm using the smaller one. And we need our Pretty Peacock ink pad. And we're just going to take that little snowflake and we're just going to do 3. Looks like I need to re-ink my Pretty Peacock. There we go. So for any of you that are current demonstrators, did anyone else do the on stage at home? You've never seen the rocker cards before? No, Lori, she does not ever mind her own business. She is always insinuating herself into our conversations here. She did it a little earlier this time than she normally does. Usually she waits a little while into our evening. There we go. So that goes on the inside and there's where you write your message. So now we have the beginning of our card. So now I have the scrap 1/2 inch piece, and I told you I always just save these from trimming. I never cut deliberately 1/2 inch pieces. I just have a little pile of them that I save for sentiments, and then I have this scrap for my polar bears. So we're going to start with our large polar bear here, and of course we're still using just 1 ink pad for this whole thing. So we're going to go ahead and get this polar bear all inked up. And actually, I think I'll do it this way. That way I knew I'm going to have plenty of room. So there's our cute little polar bear. And then we need the little guy. He's just a little polar bear. And yes, I do fussy cut him out. In spite of my dislike for fussy cutting, there is no other way to get him cut out because the punch only coordinates with this guy. There is a card you're going to see where I used the other polar bear too, and I avoided fussy cutting him. Then I brought in my light balmy blue blends because adding just a little bit of blue to the kind of like highlights the white, I should say. So we're just going to add a little bit of blue to him just to kind of enhance the fact that he is a white polar bear, and kind of looking for those areas where you would expect him to be a little bit shaded, like under his belly, where that arm kind of comes in. There we go. So that looks good. And then we're going to do this little guy. We're going to do the same thing, just kind of around that outline, around his butt. Where those legs overlap. There. I'm going to set that aside because we're going to need that again. But for now, we're going to bring in our punch. And he lines up pretty easily. So we're going to get that lined up. And of course, I say it lines up pretty easily because it did until you're on camera and everybody's watching you. And then it's like, never lines up perfectly when you're on camera. Just saying. There we go. Not bad. Ta-da! Oh, you did not Paulette. Oh. I think the catalog will post for everybody, for all demonstrators, I believe, on Tuesday. All right. I just find it easier to work with smaller pieces. So we're just going to kind of cut that out. Now we're just going to fussy cut this little bear. Around his ear, or I should say ears. Around his nose. Down by his leg. And I am not going to claim to be a good fussy cutter by any means, but sometimes you just got to do it, even when you dislike it. And the reason I dislike it is because I'm just not good at it. I couldn't cut a straight line if I tried. I'm trying to get around the little feet. Last little bit here. We're on the home stretch. We're on the last of his little feet here. Clean that up just a smidge. What the heck? There we go. Not too bad. Not great, but not bad. Okay. Next, we need some dimensionals. Baby bear gets one dimensional. I'm trying to be very good about not letting these stupid dimensional backings all over the place because I just vacuumed the bear. I've had a few days off, but I've actually accomplished some good cleaning. been babying my sourdough starter. It blew up last night. So obviously it's happy. Okay. So I must be doing it right. Okay, now we need our sentiment, which is Merry Christmas. It also comes from this stamp set. And our pretty peacock. So we're going to ink this up. And we're just going to stamp. Not bad at all. All right, we're finished with the pretty peacock. I'm going to put that back. Now we're going to, first of all, trim that off there. Then we're going to banner our ends. And how we're going to do that is we're just going to take our snips, make a little snip in the center, and then from the corner to the center. Corner to the center. Let's get that out like so. And same thing on this side. So a little snip in the middle. And then like so. Now we need a couple of dimensionals for this. And that's gonna go right under like so. And there we have our rocker card. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's card number 1. All right, clean up here a little bit. Second card, we're going to make this one here. And we need, I have a shaded spruce card base. And this is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of basic white for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And that's going to get stamped before it goes in. Because our sentiment is on the inside and it says warm wishes. And we used shaded spruce ink for that. So we're going to bring in our shaded spruce. We have our sentiment stamp that says warm wishes. And believe it or not, on this particular card, this is the only stamping we're doing. The rest of it all comes from Designer Series paper. So we're just going to say warm wishes. We can close that up. We don't have any catastrophes. And we're going to add our adhesive. And add that to the inside of our card. Oop. And there is the inside of our card. Next, we have the deckled circle, also cut out of shaded spruce. And this is the number 4 die counting, or no, it's number 5, counting from the inside out. And then we have another piece of basic white that measured 4 by 5 1/4. And we ran it through the cut and boss. Yeah, the big boss. I'm not even going to try to say the real name. With the new 3D embossing folder, the one that is tonight's prize patrol, as a matter of fact. Only yours is unopened. But anyway, and then I die cut out the number 4 circle, counting from the center out. So this will actually layer right on top of this one here. So these two are next to each other. The 2 dies are right next to each other. Just gives you a nice little border. And just to conserve paper, I cut it out of this because you're never going to know that circle is cut out of there. So that's how you save a little paper when you'd like to. If you know you're not going to notice it, go ahead and cut from it. And then you hide it. There we go. Then go ahead and add our adhesive to this piece. Notice that cut is all gone. Did I pop this one up? I did. So we want some dimensionals. And I like to use enough. All right, and then we're going to add our snowflake piece here, like so. So you can see, let's see if I can capture. There we go. You can see the texture on that now with the snowflake. All right, next, we are going to need our baby boss, and I do have that here. And I did kind of go ahead and already pick out my pieces from the designer series paper because it was kind of a little bit of, had to be a little fussy in order to conserve the paper to my best. So we're using these pieces. I don't know if I have. Oh, I open this one up so you can see. Well, actually, this right here is the sheet I used and took these images from. So in order to not cut into other useful pieces, I went ahead and I did all my, I guess you could say, fussy cut these out before I run them through with the dies. Now, the dies that coordinate with this paper come from hang on a moment. The Merriest Trees. So if you recall, the Merriest Trees we've used already. These trees are the ones we're going to be using. I'm going to set this aside over here. All right. Let's get all this out of the way so we can put the baby boss in place and start doing our cuts. And of course, our bear will punch. So we're going to set him aside. We're going to do our die cutting first. I need my plates. Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll start with the large tree. So we're going to go ahead and line. What's that holding? We have some tape here. Our little Post-it tape. Very handy. So we're going to go ahead and get this lined up. Maybe one more little piece. One more little piece. Oh, the rocker card is fun. I had never done one either until this week, and I've done like a bunch of them now. Oh, I didn't tell you either is I do have a class coming out in January. Another demonstrator friend of mine are working together to create a class in January that we're going to release to you guys. So definitely keep your eyes and ears posted because it's going to be an awesome class. And it is going to feature the new Be Mine that was an early release for on stage attendees. We were able to pre-order that. And it's so stinking cute. So there's our big tree. So we're done with the big tree die. Now we need our medium tree. And this one is kind of, it doesn't cut out perfect because it's kind of not a perfect tree, as you can see. It's kind of a, let's just get it lined up to the best of your abilities. And it'll work out just fine. So that should work. Bring back the baby bonus. Run that through. So we're both kind of excited about that. Releasing that class. So there's that tree. And then we need the baby tree, which is this one here. Ooh, hopefully I gave enough clearance at the bottom. Okay. They didn't go anywhere. All right, baby tree coming right up. I thought Tucker was going to come up here and join us, but apparently he's watching football with his papa. I thought because we have the fire going, he was going to come up here because he hates the fire with a passion. If it snaps, crackles, or pops, he loses his mind. But it must be the football excitement has him more occupied. Okay, so there's all of our trees. Now we need our polar bear. Or actually, he's not a polar bear. He's a brown bear. He's coming out of the woods. And he lines up just right. Okay, now we can assemble the rest of our card. So we're going to start with our big tree here. No, actually, the medium tree. Medium tree goes first. If I can get my adhesive to behave. Okay. So that goes over here. And then we need a big tree. All right. If the adhesive doesn't want to work, we'll play with a different one. All right. I'm going to move this over. I did make that mistake on my original card, and I went over too far, and my tree branch is hanging off the card. It'll still work, but it's going to get smooshed a little bit. So that's one thing you do want to pay attention to, is make sure you have all of your branches inside so it fits in your envelope. That's the word I was looking for. Envelope. All right. Next up, our little bear. He's so cute. I'll just add a little bit of glue. And he is going to come out of the trees just like so. And then this little tree is going to get a couple of dimensionals. Like so. So he's just, looks like he's coming out of the trees like that. And then to finish it, I have a few rhinestones. And I didn't think to grab, oh, sugar. Okay, so now we just want a few rhinestones. We have 1 and 2 and 3. And that is card number 2. Super easy. You know, I did not see who the #1 demo for the US was, Arlene. I totally missed that. I know it has been Lisa Curcio. And it very well may still be her. All right, there is card number 2. All right, card number 3, coming right up. This is another super simple one. And for this one, I have a balmy blue card base. And this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, just like normal. But then we scored it at 3 1/4. Wait a minute. $3 1/4. So 4 1/4 and 3 1/4. Yeah, because that's a 1 inch. And that's how you get your book binding. So I'm going to score on that one. And then we're going to fold back on this one, because this is how we're going to adhere this strip here down. And since my adhesive misbehaving, we're going to use our green glue. And that just adheres down like so. So that's how you get that bookbinding card. Okay. Next, I have a couple pieces of designer series paper, and this is from the Beary Christmas paper. This one is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and add just a thin layer of adhesive here. And this is going to lay right on our binding. Like so. And then we have this darker piece. And we're going to add some adhesive onto this. Oh, go ahead, Paula. And there you go. We have our blue piece here. Okay. Next, I have already gone ahead and I have die cut my deckled circles. So I did a basic white and a piece of the designer paper using, this is like the number 3 counting in. Actually, no, not this is number 4 counting in. And then this one's number 3 counting in. And I cut that from a piece of Misty Moonlight because it was a piece of scrap that was on my desk. And it, because there's different shades of blue in all of here, I figured it went just as well as the Night of Navy would. So that's what we went with instead of wasting paper. Okay, so first down, the designer paper. And that is going to go right about there. Next, we need our Night of Navy. And we need our Sitting Bear. See, this is how I got a fussy cutting. We used a circle. We're just adding him to a die cut circle. So this whole card was designed for the purpose of me not having to fussy cut him out. And there he is. Is he not the cutest? He does not need to be fussy cut. I'm saying it is a cute bundle, Laura. The whole suite is awesome, like I said. All right, so now we got to find, what did I do with, there, I put it back. We need our Balmy Blue Light Blend pen. And we're just going to go very lightly over his head, down his back, to his bum, and then right where things kind of start overlapping, where you'd expect to see a little bit of shadowing and shading. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, a little bit of adhesive. And You want to make sure you're staying away from that fold. So we're just going to add that down like so. Hold it for just a minute. Then again, the dimensionals. We're going to add that circle right there. Then we have a scrap of basic white. And we need this polar bear, Night of Navy. And we're just going to punch. So we'll stamp him first. Then we're going to punch him out after we get him all squared away here. He's so cute. All right. And bring back that balmy blue again. And we're just going to follow his nose and his back down to his butt, his belly, under that arm there, under that leg, and we should be good. And we need the punch. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. I love how our punches lock down, so they do store flat. You don't have to worry about them. You can also, I store some of mine sideways like so. They stack nicely on their sides. You can stack them laying flat. I've had them all sorts of ways, but this is probably the most common way if they're not flat in their storage. Because I don't know if you can see back behind me. I have a lot of punches. A lot of them. Most of them are retired. But I do have a lot of them. And I've actually run out of storage room in my Stampin' Storage punch holder. So now they're stacked on top, but they're sideways. Oop. All right, so now we're just adding dimensionals to our little polar bear. We're going to add him to that blue circle, and that circle is just really to make him pop out. Then we have here these glitter. These are the adhesive backed glitter sequins. They are so pretty, but they have been out of stock for quite some time, but they are coming in or due in tomorrow. So if these are on your list, definitely keep a close eye out, because as I stated, things are coming in and people are pouncing on it, and then they're right back out of stock again. And we are at the season of our catalog where I think we're deep enough in that now you're going to start seeing things once it sells out. They're not going to be reordering because the catalog is going to be coming to the end. We'll be moving into the new catalog come January. There's such a lead time needed for bringing stuff back that it's just not even feasible to bring it back in stock, because it'll just be going out of stock, or out of retiring. And they rightfully so. I mean, it does cost to put the stuff on the clearance rack when we probably shouldn't have even ordered it to begin with to restock because it's just too late in the season. So punches are great. I agree. I love punches. They're easy. I don't have to crank. It's great. All right, there's card number 3. So we have, we did not finish. We need our sentiment, which is a big chunky sentiment. Christmas is better together. Then our card will be done. Whoop. That was going to do a spin. All right, there we go. Christmas is better together. Ta-da! Now we are officially finished. Okay, we are officially finished, and we now have a secret code word for our prize patrol. So if you would like an opportunity to win yourself that amazing embossing folder, check out those little snowflakes. I don't know if you can see them in there or not, but oh, they're so cute. There they are. Little snowflakes. That embossing folder. You need the secret code word, polar bear. You're going to go to the link in the description of this video. It is in there. It's the very last link. It's a Google form, and you are going to put the secret code word. I am not going to repeat it. I said it. Hopefully you got it. You're going to go fill out that Google form, and I am going to draw a name at the end of the week to get this fun embossing folder. Now, as far as next week's live, that is going to be a really iffy situation. I'm hoping to go live, but again, fingers crossed, because I do have a class, an in-person class I am doing here locally at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's not really an issue, but my work schedule is also kind of up in the air, waiting to see if I have to help out on Saturday. So I have to prep for 10 people coming to a class, and I may potentially have to work on Saturday. So that's going to kind of cut into my design time. So I'm hoping to go live next Sunday, but again, it's kind of a iffy situation. So stay tuned. I will definitely post if I will be or not, if I'm able to get things coordinated. Because like I said, the class itself isn't kind of the problem. It's the time I need to prep for that. I got to cut all the stuff for that class. I've already got the designs done, but it's designing for us here and having the time to do that and all of that as well. So to be determined. Absolutely. You got it. So, but like I said, I will let you know by Saturday. I should know if I'm going to be able to cut it or not. Well, thanks, sis. I'm glad you liked them. All right, guys, that is all I have. Like I said, head on over there and get that Google form filled out so that we can do a drawing. And like I said, I will announce the winner. I'll probably announce him Saturday right here on the Facebook page. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll want to head over to my Facebook page to see the winner Saturday. And then I'll pop this in the mail next week for our winner. Again, I totally boo-booed, and you get to benefit. So thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. I have one more day off. Woohoo! So I'm excited about that. So yeah. All right, guys. I am so excited that you hung out with me. I hope you really enjoyed these cards and keep sharing what you're designing. And I'll see you, if not next week, it'll be the week after for sure. All right, guys. Bye for now.